What it is, folks, it's your homeboy Ferg back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. I'm solo dolo for the promo on this week's episode. Y'all make sure y'all check out all segments of Put It On Something. You feel me? Y'all owe me that. Y'all owe me that. You owe me a subscription. If you haven't clicked that button, it costs you nothing. Go ahead and click that button. Because y'all ain't checked on me. Y'all ain't checked on me. Y'all see that my Packers trash, my Lakers are trash, and y'all have not checked on me. I'm very disappointed in y'all real ones. But I'm not disappointed in the Jackson State Tigers. They have improved to 9-0. So I think it's only right that I strike up the mother fucking band. Let's go. And Nigel. Go down the bookie. I don't know. I told y'all, book it. Going undefeated, closing in. Okay, still got a lot of work to do. But it's looking good. Okay. If you don't know, Jackson State University did defeat Texas Southern down there in H-Town by a score of 41-14. Okay. It was a masterful performance by our offensive line and Mr. Wilkerson. Okay. I want to shout out that O-line. Like when I had Mr. Tyler Brown on here, shout out King. You know, he pointed out, and it's true. Offensive line really doesn't get any attention unless they're fucking up. You know what I'm saying? If they letting sacks, they're allowing sacks on the quarterback, or if the run game is piss poor, or if they're getting a lot of false start penalties, a lot of holding penalties, something like that, then people want to pay attention to the offensive line, okay? But shout out to them big boys, them big 30-piece eaters, them big collard green and cornbread eaters, them boys who finna turn up on Thanksgiving Day. Shout out to them boys, okay? Them boys that got a little extra something they walk around with, okay? Shout out to them, okay? Because them boys handle their fucking business, okay? And that air raid system where we're spacing everybody out, you know, teams are going to try to curtail Shador and the wide receiving core and try to test us out up front and see what we got. And so I've been told, y'all, give Mr. Wilkerson the damn ball. And it worked masterfully, okay? But let's get into the realest rundown, all right? In the first quarter, we kicked the opening kick out of bounds. And that wasn't a good start, okay? We had some special teams fuck-ups. That was one of them, okay? But the defense did end up forcing the punt. We damn near got beat over the top on this drive, but Mr. Body, their quarterback, TSU's quarterback, overthrew the ball. Okay. First offensive play for us went to Travis. Y'all see they're trying to get him involved any way they can. It makes sense. 5-star athlete, gotta give him the ball. All right. But on this drive, Savion scored on a touchdown with extra effort on the run. That made it 7-0. Now, like I have in my notes, I was pleased by this drive. I was very pleased by this drive. This is why I was pleased, okay? It was methodical. It featured a little hurry up in there, okay? It heavily featured Mr. Wilkerson. I like that. Shador was pinpoint accurate as he tends to be with his throws, on especially the little quick throws and things like that. He's making quick decisions. The line did a great job, as I alluded to, other than false start penalty. Okay, and like Coach Prime said, the penalties we gotta rectify that. We're still in search of the perfect game. You never will have a perfect game, but when you chase perfection, you achieve greatness. You feel me? So this drive kind of exemplified that. Okay, this was a great drive. Defense forced a punt. Next time they were out there, now TSU was putting together a little something on the ground during this drive, but that got derailed by penalties. Okay, when we got the ball back, there was a touchdown pass to tight end Mr. Stevens. That made it 14-0. Okay, we ran a flea flicker, and like I got in my notes, let's go Bartolone. I give you hell when you were fucking up and you're not giving me what I want. But let's go. Last week I asked for creativity. You gave me some creativity. I appreciate that. Okay. On this play, we gave the ball to Mr. Wilkerson. He gave it to a receiver. I can't quite remember who the receiver was. Didn't quite catch that. Okay. But that receiver gave it back to two, and two threw a strike to a wide open Mr. Stevens. Okay. Let's go, Barcelona. All right, now, when TSU got the ball back, they did end up scoring on us, okay? They scored on a shovel pass that made it 14-7. Now, on this drive, we did get beat over the top for a big play. And then the shovel pass were actually a big play, too. We missed a tackle on that. So I know Coach Prime and I know Coach Thurman probably going to go ham in the film session about that particular drive, okay? When we got the ball back, we got the ball to Travis, and y'all may have seen the clip now. Travis using juke stick moves. If y'all play man, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you got the little stick that you use for the hit stick, but on offense, that's a juke stick. You know what I'm talking about. And that boy contorted his body in ways that a human body is not supposed to be able to contort. Okay, but that boy is special. You understand me? But that drive ended in a touchdown run by Savion, a masterful run, might I add. And that made it 21-7. He was an absolute beast on this run. He got square, got small, ran behind his pads, kept his legs moving. And then he showed off the wheels. Okay. So the boy got power, but he can also put his foot on the pedal and get on down. You feel me? Good things happen when you give Mr. Wilkerson the damn ball. You feel me? In the second quarter, we were about to force a punt, but we had some kind of penalty that got called on us that allowed them to keep the ball. So I don't know what the fuck that was. But the drive ended in a missed 34-yard field goal. We had too many damn penalties, on this defensive drive. Again, this is the kind of shit that the coaches are talking about. They're seeing all this little shit, especially when they're watching film, and I know they're gonna try to correct those things. All right. Now, when we got the ball back, we were forced to punt. Shador threw a perfect ball to Mr. Buckley. Perfect. But he dropped it, unfortunately. After this, we had an incomplete pass, and Coleman was the target, and then we had a sack. Okay, so I told my wife when Mr. Buckley dropped that ball, I said that's gonna bite us on this particular drive. Usually, you don't get do-overs like that. Okay, but I'm sure Mr. Buckley won't make that mistake again. Okay. Defense got back out there though, and they forced a punt. There was a sack by Mr. Brown on this drive. Shout out to Mr. Brown. All right. We were forced to punt again though when we got the ball back. And a penalty negated a possible third down conversion on a pass to Coleman. And this gave TSU great field position, but our defense held. They forced to punt, and TSU faked like they were gonna go for it, but they just did a little quick punt. Okay, and that brought us to halftime. Now, America, I keep thinking y'all have gotten ESPN right. I keep thinking that your bullying has worked successfully. That they know that black people want to see the goddamn bands. They showed the bands. They showed them all right. But while they were showing the boom play, the world famous, the world renowned Sonic Boom of the South, while they were on the screen, ESPN sitting up here having an interview with Dr. McClellan the whole damn time. Now, Dr. McClellan is the SWAC commissioner. Okay. Seems like a good brother. You understand me? Shout out to him for the new position he's going to be in when it comes to the NCAA basketball tournament. No, I'll talk more about that when I do my basketball preview, but I don't need to talk to or hear from Dr. McClellan when the boom is playing. Okay? I don't need that. So maybe get back on y'all bullying. I see once they get right, y'all let up off of them. No, stay on their ass. And it wasn't just Jack State, okay? When TSU's band came out there, they interviewed AD Ashley Robinson. So yeah, the band, we got a chance to see the band out there, but goddamn it, they didn't let us really hear what the fuck was going on. Okay, so y'all know I usually give you a rundown, at least one of the songs that I heard from the boom, but couldn't do that this time. Maybe y'all can chime in and let us know if y'all were at the game, know what the boom did out there. Okay, but moving on to the third quarter, we were forced to punt on our first possession. Our third down conversion was negated by an offensive pass interference on Mr. Hooks. Okay, but there were some good things to come from Mr. Hooks late on in this half. Okay, when we got on defense, we actually forced the punt. Okay, on that drive, Aubrey went dumb. Seemed like he was pissed off about a lack of a call. I guess maybe he thought that TSU had false started or illegal shift. I don't know, but you could tell he was demonstrative talking to the ref. Didn't get it though, but he went on to make some great reads and sound tackles. Keep telling y'all, league him. Okay, that young man need to go there. Another one that need to go there eventually is Mr. Travis Hunter. He dropped an interception, but that boy's serious. Okay, now we did force the punt, but Mr. Gaines dropped the punt. I mean, muffed the punt. Okay, he muffed the punt. Again, I told you, special teams did have a few issues from earlier kicking the ball out of bounds and also this. But again, Mr. Gaines is going to learn from that and he'll be better in the future. We won't, hopefully we have these mistakes happening now. So on down the line, SWAC championship game, Celebration Bowl, we won't have these things happen. You feel me? And why I mentioned that is because what happened, TSU took advantage of that. Okay. They ended up scoring on a touchdown run. And all it was capitalizing on our mistake. That's how we lost the Celebration Bowl. South Carolina State just capitalized on us giving them short fields. Okay, you can't give teams short fields. All right, but when we got the ball back, we answered. There was a touchdown run by Shador from the 2 that made it 28-14 JSU. We were in a big goal line set. We ran a play action rollout. He kept it. Now that he did drop that goddamn shoulder. Now I don't know about that one. Okay, that football player came out a little bit, I guess. Okay, and went ahead and dropped that shoulder to get on in the end zone. Okay, but want you to stay healthy in that too. All right, now something that was notable on this drive before the touchdown run was the fact that Mr. Hooks slicked and put together a highlight reel this year. You feel me? Y'all know he had that one catch where he went and snatched that motherfucker like that. He had another catch where he went and snatched that motherfucker like that. And at this game, he hurdled somebody. Mr. Hooks, what you got some spidey senses on your ass or something? You got something. You might be a little X-Man to you, okay? But he a bad motherfucker. Shout out to Mr. Hooks. This drive was also aided by a targeting penalty when they sacked 2. Y'all know I say quarterbacks don't play football. So it's a lot of controversy. I see motherfuckers from TSU pissed off about that call. Okay, whatever. But they also missed the unnecessary roughness earlier in that drive when this man was clearly out of bounds, probably 4 steps out of bounds and still got shoved, and there was no damn flag. So, I mean, come on, man. It works itself out. But we were aided by that penalty. All right, but when we got back on defense, we forced the punt. However, okay, we got fortunate. It was a bad snap, and the punter had to go down to one knee, you know what I'm saying, try to get the ball. It was either that or just you're going to miss the ball entirely, and we might have scooped that bitch up and got a touchdown. So he went down to one knee. Y'all know in college, unlike the pros, Once you're down, you're down. Ain't nobody got to touch you. Once your ass hit that grass, you're down. Okay, so that gave us the ball with great field position. We started on their 13, and we capitalized on their mistake, okay, with a touchdown pass to Mr. Hooks. Okay, and that made it 34-14 instead of 35-14, because I don't know why the hell we went for two right there, other than maybe we were trying to practice our 2-point play, the 2-point play portion of the playbook, I guess for games to come. I don't know. But we were unsuccessful on that one, and that made it 34-14. Okay. Defense ended up forcing the punt. They challenged Travis on third down on this drive. And the announcer tried to act like it was PI, but hell, it was good no call in my opinion. Seemed like both young men were being physical along the route. So good no call in my opinion. Okay. In the fourth quarter, Mr. Hooks caught another touchdown, and that made it 41-14 JSU. It was a great throw on a fade route and great catch. Excuse me. All right, defense forced the punt. After that, they tried Travis again on third down, and that's when we were able to see this young man's recovery speed. Okay, we were able to see his recovery speed. Now, I don't know if he quite got prime speed. That motherfucker running a 4.2 for breakfast. Okay, some folks say Prime ran a 4.2 in Timberlands. Now, I don't know. You know how folks can get real hyperbolic with these myths, but that what motherfucker said. Travis got some wheels on him too, because he made up the ground on the young man. And it seemed like he deflected the pass. All right, we got the ball back. We were forced to punt. Now it seemed like we were trying to stat pad right there at the end for Shador, and he ended up getting his helmet knocked off at the end of a scramble, and we didn't see him again. All right, but one thing we did do was get Savion over 200 yards. Now you might argue, shit, that's that pattern for him. You feel me? But you know, you got the ball, you are trying to run the clock out, so you got to do something with it. So that made sense. Go ahead and get that young blood over 200, and let get on down. Okay. And defense ended up forcing turnover on downs. TSU went for it on 4th and 2, and the run got swallowed up by Mr. Humphrey. And that was basically all she wrote. Okay. So again, shout out to Mr. Wilkerson. Shout out to that O-line. Shout out to Shador. Shador ended up with 3 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. Shout out to Aubrey. Shout out to Cam. Big Cam had, I think, a game high 11 tackles in this game. You know what I'm talking about? So just all around great effort by the Jack State Tigers. You feel me? As we continue on this journey to go and put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?